You're on mute. Hello, chat.
Hello.
Hope you are doing well. Let me find. There we go. There we go. There we are. Yes, I hope you're doing well, chat. We're here for episode 58. And so far, there's no one outside cutting grass, so that's nice. We'll see if that lasts.
Yeah. I closed my windows because it's raining outside.
Although, admittedly, it does need to be cut out there. It is. I don't know why our grass grows so fast. It really does. It grows in like 4 days. It's back to how it was before it was cut.
Jeez.
Dang.
Too much Gatorade.
Maybe. But yes, let's see. Let me find Bone Snap. He's in here somewhere. I would say I need to comb through and get rid of some of the NPC art in here, but honestly, a lot of it is from Russ Voldis, and a lot of it will probably come up in this campaign, so...
Time will tell.
Yes. And yes.
I'm looking forward to the Cynthia Festival.
I am too. Alright, but yes, you all see Bone Snap by the fire with his tome. Welcome back. Let's delve in, shall we? Last time, the party arrived in Brim, and Talos was immediately approached by Coria, who delivered an invitation to the Cynthia Festival in Akram, his hometown. The festival was supposedly a celebration of Cynthia, a renowned hero that managed to slay a dragon that had been terrorizing Akram in the past and its surrounding mountain ranges. The party was led to Candle's home, where they met Candle's family. Candle's parents were very successful roguish types with a knack for gambling, and welcomed the party openly, even played some cards with them. Barney offered to cook and went to fish by the docks with Yorick. The two met a bugbear who happened to be the captain of a ship that Arturo had originally planned to have ferry the group to Resvoldis. He introduced himself as Claudius Bridefoot, and he helped the two with their fishing and filled them in on strange happenings in Brim, involving the fish and other sea life being very tree-like with barkskin and leaves. Barney fished up a corpse of a dwarf who was in a similar state to the marine life. The group shortly after met the captain's apprentice, a kobold named Guppy, who mentioned seeing a strange fishman the night prior. The captain and his apprentice agreed to deal with the corpse, and the two were invited to help deal with the green dragon as well. They planned to meet the next morning, and Barney and Yorick returned to Candle's home, after Yorick had caught himself a pretty sizable fish. Barney began on dinner, and the rest of the group went to find the captain at the tavern to lay the corpse to rest and try and peer into its past using Talos' gift. Talos saw the dwarf's past and saw the strange, gelatinous fishman attack him before dragging him into the sea. He also took notice of a strange glimmering rock where a reptilian-looking amber eye peered through before disappearing. Gunther performed some burial rites and helped properly lay the corpse to rest. And Palm got Talos a drink to help with the fatigue of his vision into the past. And Talos got quite drunk, having to be corralled back to Candle's home. Once back home, finally emerging from her room, Candle's older sister made her appearance, seemingly singed by her own magic. The group all sat down to enjoy the lovely trout dinner that Barney had cooked for the group. And that's where we pick up. I can't wait to see what they get up to this time. Yes, that is indeed where we pick up. You all are getting seated at the table to Barney's dinner that he's cooked up for all of you. You all, for the first time since you've been here at Candle's house, you meet Candle's sister, Silver Mirror. One thing you would definitely notice that separates her quite a bit is her kind of stark blue fur. But she makes her way down. She seems to have singed herself with her magic in some way, but doesn't seem worse for wear otherwise. But as you all sit down, what did Barney end up making with the trout? I don't think I ever asked.
I think I mentioned the session last time. It was I recited the recipe, but now I have to look it up again. But I think it was just like a grilled spotted trout.
Right.
Thing.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. You serve your trout, and as you all kind of sit down for dinner, I would say probably Talos. Talos, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Have I sobered up?
A little.
Okay.
In fact, actually, before you do that, make me a con check. Let's see how much you've sobered up, actually.
Okay. And that didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. Okay. There we go. 22.
Yo.
Okay, you've sobered up a good bit.
All right. Wisdom save?
Yep.
Save go. Ooh. I'm gonna lucky that 2. And so that is a 16.
16. You feel a very stark chill kind of bristle across your body. And in your mind, you see that eye again.
You'll make a lovely subject.
But then that presence is gone. You feel as your mind kind of fights against that presence and fades away.
Is there a roll I can make to determine if that's like still lingering from? Because the way I imagined with his Echoes of History is once he sees something like so like he can like perfectly recall it, and I always imagined like he never forgets it, like it is like forever burned into his mind.
Yeah.
So is there a roll I can make to see if it's a lingering effect of that, or if this is like something is like invading his brain?
Sure. I would say make me an investigation check.
But I'm not good at that roll. All right, here we go. 9.
You get the sense that it is definitely related in some way to your Echoes of History, but it might not entirely be just because of that. You're not entirely sure. Aren't completely able to put your finger on it.
He's gonna keep it to himself for now.
All right. Yeah. You all begin to enjoy dinner, and Flowers kind of looks over at you, Barney. This is wonderful. You cook all the time.
Yeah. I I help. I tried to study to become a chef.
Well,
But yeah, I
you
was.
seem very successful.
Well, I unfortunately got expelled from the culinary school, and yeah, I've just primarily like been helping out Mum.
Hmm.
She actually taught me how to cook, really.
Candle's mother speaks up. Were you expelled because you cooked too well?
No, it's a bit more complicated than that.
Well, they don't know what they were missing.
My Barney is just like falls a little silent.
Someone driving
But
by very loudly outside.
Oh,
It's a damn
Guppy's
artificer
out on the
on
motorboat
street.
again.
It sounded like when your hot water cylinder has air in the pipes and you turn on the hot water, that shaking.
mm.
But yes, I'm interested. How have your travels been, Candle, since you left?
It's been a lot more eventful than I expected.
Good eventful, I'd hope. Seem to have made quite a lovely group of friends.
Yes, they're very nice.
She smiles kind of awkwardly.
Well, you certainly have our thanks for keeping our daughter company on her travels.
She's great.
Candle's brother from the end of the table. You catch him mumbling, "She's all right."
What was that?
Oh yeah. She's great.
Yes, she is.
By the way, what did you all figure out? You mentioned corpse. Probably not the best thing to talk about at the table, but you mentioned something off earlier.
Oh yeah. So it turns out there's some sort of like water creature that nabbed the person, dragged him down underwater. Talos like has more information about that because he used one of his abilities to figure out what went on there.
Yeah, and he'll explain what happened, but just like try to keep it like try to clean it up of some of the gruesome details.
Yeah, you're able to exclude some of the more undesirable things that happen, give them the gist. That is troubling. I wonder if that's what happened to Earl.
Oh, well, you're saying more people went missing?
Yeah, Earl, he runs the general store, and he hasn't been in. It's not like him. He's usually up pretty early, and he's there till the sun sets, but it's been closed. Tried to talk to his daughter about it, but she... poor thing. She seems like something shook her up real bad.
Oh dear. Well, I hope it doesn't. That that thing doesn't try to come after you.
Well, if it were to come after us, it'd have to try pretty hard, I think. And I'm certainly not going down without a fight.
And neither will we.
You guys think the dragon's behind that too?
I honestly do not know, but yeah, this is quite a problem that needs to be taken care of.
Well, suppose, whatever it is, if you all end up going to look into it, I wish you all the luck. I hope that you all be safe.
Thank you.
They're very skilled people. I'm certain that we'll be able to. I'm certain that we'll stay safe.
Once again, Candle's brother, he speaks up. If it's a dragon, could I go with you?
Us just looks at Candles.
I don't see why not.
Well, are you capable of holding your own?
I can cast a couple of spells.
All right. Well, I mean, I can't speak on behalf of Candles, but
He knows a lot about magic.
And Silver Mirror, Candle's sister, speaks up. He knows a lot about magic, but he's not supposed to be casting anything right now. Isn't that right, Pendant? I'll be fine. You have arcane fever. You are told to rest. Well, that's rich coming from you. You're always in your room practicing your magic and blowing stuff up. You can see the two kind of give each other a scathing stare for a moment.
yeah, Barney just kind of awkwardly just like continues eating his meal. Not really sure what to do.
It's so good to be home again.
Well, it's a dragon, so look, if anything happens, I'll just, escape. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be very good at escaping its stomach.
Well, I mean, we'll make sure that you stay safe.
I don't think he should go at all, if I'm being very honest with you. You all are skilled, and he's skilled at magic, but, I know my brother, and, I don't think that's a good idea.
What does this arcane fever like even mean? Like, well, what is the symptoms of it?
if you push yourself with your magic too hard sometimes, if you attempt to cast spells that your body isn't capable of taking on, it wears your body down in such a way that casting magic at all while you have arcane fever will eat away at your lifespan.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious.
Which is why I think he should stay here. And Pendant kind of crosses his arms. Okay, fine. But could you bring me a dragon scale or something?
Certainly arrange that.
Do you mind if I ask Pendant one question here?
Yeah.
I'll ask Pendant, are you planning on using your magic for fighting, or just kind of, I guess in the future, as you're growing up, are you planning on using your magic as for fighting or for just experimentation, or how do you plan on, what do you plan on doing when you grow up?
Well, I haven't really decided entirely yet. I kind of wanted to just, become a well-known mage one day. I don't know what that would entail entirely.
Gunther will put a hand on his head here and cast Lay on Hands to see if I can cure his arcane fever. If it's curable. If it's not, then that's fine.
Make me a medicine check.
Yeah, sure. I think that is going to be a 11.
So, while you don't know all the intricate details of it, it seems like arcane fever is more than just an illness. It's kind of more akin to a curse.
Oh.
It's like all the threads that tie him to the weave are paper thin. They are fragile and at the point of tearing.
Gunther starts lifting up his hands to start doing remove curse.
So I just wanted to double check quick. Is the arcane fever something that has taken effect like while Candles was gone, or had he already been dealing with that beforehand?
This is new. This happened while
Okay.
you were gone, yeah.
Okay.
Although I will
When
say
did this
you
start?
do know this, Candles. You do know that your brother was trying to surpass his limits as far as magic goes, even before you left. And that's likely what led to this situation.
Normal behavior then.
I'll also say this: if somebody is opposed to like Gunther trying to heal him or like try to remove curse on him, like totally that's fine. Like if anything, Gunther's just leaving it up to everyone else if they want Pendant to join.
Whoops, I'm muted. I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
mind.
I can try remove. I can try remove curse, but I also don't know if that's going to work on him either.
I would
He
say
said
with
it's
that
like a curse.
medicine check, while it's like a curse, this is something that kind of just requires time.
Okay. Then Gunther will say, "Well, I think right now it's not your time here. Maybe you'll have your chance to shine another day."
I'm sure we could absolutely get you a dragon scale.
I mean, if you want, you can take one of, well, I guess I'm a newborn. If you want a scale from me, you could. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're probably right. I should probably stay behind. I've never seen a dragon in person before. And I suppose
sense.
an angry one probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we've met a couple of dragons already on our travels, so it's bound to happen. You're bound to come across one at least. Just just hope that's not one of the more mean-spirited ones. You get what I'm meaning?
Yeah. You said it was a green dragon. They're usually, from what I know, they're kind of manipulative.
As far as I know, yeah.
Pretty good to remember.
Well, if it's a scale you would like, I could bring back many scales. I'm sure my axe will carve off many.
Beams
For
at her.
a second,
Admiring you.
I thought she said X, not axe, and I was like, wait, who?
Oh no!
Yes, the green dragon is my ex.
She just pulls out a huge bag of scales. And where did you get these? Don't worry about it.
Is she? What?
She's all yours, Tom.
Before we even kind of consider this, we haven't even made a plan of how we're going to address the dragon.
I suppose we could try talking first. Or, I mean, that's usually what I do. Maybe we could ask the dragon if, it wouldn't mind going somewhere else, so where they're not influencing the bog.
I like that plan.
Right.
Prince.
Yeah, perhaps we could, convince it, like you mentioned.
Do you have another question, Prince? Oh, sorry, you go first, Thomas.
I mean, we can certainly do that. I think what would help is, we need to be prepared just in case that falls through. So we need some way of luring it out of its den. You never want to fight a dragon in its cave. And secondly, we need some way if it decides to say, fly up out of, because most of us, with the exception of Barney here, we don't fly or have means of fighting in the air. So we need some way of keeping it on the ground if we can. Now, I have something that might be able to help in that, but we need to at least know where we can draw it out, and then we can talk to it. And then if things go wrong, we take action.
That sounds like a good plan.
I think you kind of already got a plan there. I mean, what is your idea for, I guess, de-winging it, so to speak?
Oh. So I picked up a rune a while back, actually, that it's a bit situational, but it's effectively let me put up. So effectively what it does is it affects an area, So any dragons within that area, they have a harder time flying. It impacts their ability to fly, and it will also impact the effectiveness of their breath weapon, I believe. So, well, actually, it makes it a little bit easier for them to be influenced or targeted by spells. So basically, this is the worm rune, and it can be applied on the ground. And it says, any dragon within 100 feet of the rune has disadvantage on saving throws and has their flying speed reduced to 10 feet.
That's useful.
It's incredible magic.
And then, if needed, I can invoke it, and if it works, and they're not able to resist this magic of it, they'll be vulnerable to basically all forms of damage for a very short time. So if it's invoked, target a dragon within 30 feet of it. The dragon must succeed a Constitution saving throw and gain vulnerability to all damage types until the end of my next turn.
That's a good idea. I think the other thing that we need to be prepared for is if it's very resistant. If I know dragon, if I've heard dragons before. We fought the other dragon before. A lot of dragons have a chance to succeed their resistances or succeed their limits. So I'm trying not to like what's the word?
Metagame?
Metagame this, but we might want to have a way to kind of like lure his make him expend his energy on other stuff before we pull that rune out. Or
Well,
if we
the
are able
rune
to
is-
pull that rune out.
Well, the rune's effect, at least for resisting its abilities and for its fly speed, that's going to be passive. So it's going to be active regardless, as long as he's within it. So we need to find a place that we can lure him to. Drop that. I can carve out that rune, obscure it, because just in case. And then, if we need to, during a fight, I can trigger it, and with any luck, we may be able to deliver the final blow during that time. But of course, this is all contingent on any gestures to if our young master here is not able to convince him to leave otherwise.
Yorick, has Varaxes taught you anything about conversing with dragons, or at least, I guess, speaking on their same level by any chance?
Well, kind of. I can speak their language. As far as speaking to them, directly, dragons are very different, depending on the type. From what I remember, you mentioned that green dragons are pretty crafty. Also kind of curious.
I guess we could try your method here first, Prince, and then if all else fails, we can always fall back on Talus's method. And then, I guess we kind of got our plan set here.
Yeah, sounds like a good enough plan as any.
Actually,
do we know anything that green dragons are particularly interested in, like that we can use to lure them out?
that was actually what I was going to ask. I was also going to ask Pendant. Do you know any more information about green dragons, like any environment that they're not particularly fond of, or any attacks that they tend to use?
Well, green dragons are poisonous, and I guess it depends on the particular dragon. I know I've seen them be curious about different things, although a lot of them are kind of curious about the inner workings of people.
Like, literally?
I've heard of them dissecting people, so...
Oh dear.
Like that?
Also magically gifted, too.
Well, you don't have to worry about that dissecting part unless we fail, so we don't need to be worrying about that right now. Thank you, Pendant. That was really helpful.
Oh, of course.
Seems that you have raised a very good mind here. He says to parents. Also, I'm saying this. I don't know if Pendant's like in his 20s or 30s right now. He's probably like a full-grown adult, and I'm just talking to him like he's
Pendant
like
actually, Candles?
Older than Candles. I think probably early 20s, like early to mid 20s.
Okay, sorry if I'm infantilizing him.
No, thank you. He is very interested in all kinds of creatures, really. Dragons always seem to be one that stood out.
Right, well, if we could manage to convince the green dragon to leave, maybe we could part with some of its scales as well.
Yeah, that could work. I'm sure we could work something out. You know, if assuming, of course, he's willing to negotiate.
Yeah. Also, on the Telesynda plans here, I can help remove poison against people, but I also can cast protection from poison as well. So before we go into the fight, it will last for an hour. So, I mean, I guess if there is going to be a fight, is there one person that you think would benefit the most from this? He's just asking this to the party in general.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Who's most likely to get poisoned?
My default was either Talos or Barney, since they're usually pretty up front. I just also didn't want to like rule out the spellcasters because I mean you guys cast pretty good spells, and I don't want you guys having disadvantage on your stuff.
I'm afraid I have no idea. I think you should maybe just pick someone.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure I wasn't picking someone and then someone else kind of had an idea about it. So I'll choose one of the big lads and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Pick Barney.
I'll go with Barney.
All right.
Because I have a thing. There's so many ferns.
I am playing with fire by having my rinse jar also be my water glass, which I'm no longer going to be drinking from. But watch me drink this pink water.
Dice water.
Let's game it out.
Great, this is pomegranate like painting right now.
No, I am
Oh, okay.
occupying my hands because it helps me focus on the session better.
Oh, okay. It'd be kind of hilarious if Pong was also busy painting.
At the table,
Yeah.
dinner, painting a portrait of Nadine.
Yeah, here it is.
You-
I have. I still have
Jeez.
the Hill Giant rune on me, so I have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, resistance to poison damage.
Nice.
Cool.
So I'm good.
Well, if you all have this dragon negotiation tomorrow, you should probably get some rest.
So it's probably a good idea.
I can show you to the guest room.
Thank you.
Yeah, he will take you to the guest room, just down the hall. It is probably the second to the living room, the largest room in the house. It's a big room. It has a total of 6 beds, and yeah, it's pretty comfy.
Cool.
The bathroom's just across the hall, but don't hesitate to let us know if you need anything. Hope you all sleep well.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Time to review another bathroom.
Yes.
And if you need me or my wife, we'll be over at the tavern for a little bit.
All right.
Planning on having some more card games?
Yes, we are.
Well, good luck to you.
Gonna wake up tomorrow morning. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning. Sorry, kids, we had to leave this town too.
Yes, he and Flame will go off to the tavern. Yeah, are any of you up to anything in particular before you head to bed?
Besides reviewing the bathroom?
Yeah, how does the bathroom look?
It's well kept, but unfortunately, it's rather plain. It's mostly just functional.
Okay. Well, if it's clean, that counts a lot.
Yeah, no, it's not magical, but it's clean, and it does what it should do.
It's a solid 5 out of 10.
The magic carries a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yeah, did anyone have anything they wanted to do before they head to bed?
I think Bonnie would just head straight to bed.
Okay.
Candles is just kind of settling back into her old digs, just kind of being like, wow, it's been a while since I've been here.
Did she have any posters on her wall?
Who are like the okay, yeah, it's whoever like the most like what is the like she's got like poster of like the in universe like Nicholas Flamel or some shit.
Yeah, there's definitely an equivalent. Oh. Oh, yeah, you get settled back in. It is pretty nostalgic. You haven't been away for too long, but it's comforting in some way being back here. Yeah. Anyone else doing anything?
Maybe Palm will just check in with her family and tell her that they're doing okay.
Yeah, you check in. Oh, how are you?
Good, and you?
We're doing all right. We just made it back home. How goes things after you all left from shore?
Mom, you know my friend that I introduced you to?
Right.
I think
Nadine.
she likes me. Yes.
Oh, well, yes, dear. Of course she likes you.
No, I mean she likes me.
Oh, I thought you knew that.
No. I thought she was really friendly, but...
Well, do you feel the same way?
Yeah, have you seen her?
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, hang on to her.
We might have to, because we're fighting a dragon tomorrow. I think.
I'm sorry.
Well,
you're fighting a dragon?
Well, we're gonna try and talk to them first, but if that doesn't go well, Thatch can have my collection of erotic novels, I guess.
You hear a quiet, oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll have your friends with you.
Yes.
You be careful.
I will, of course. How's Camelot?
Oh, he's settling in nicely.
Excellent. Well, I just wanted to check in and tell you I love you.
Love you too. Be safe.
And that's you, I guess.
Look, I don't want you to die. Do be careful. It's just, die or not, if you want to pass me a couple of those, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Okay, well, right. Look. Start with the third book, then read the first and second, then go to the fifth, and then carry on with the series, starting at number 4. They're much better that way.
So do I have your permission?
I guess.
Oh, hell
Wait,
yeah.
how old are you now?
You hear him scamper off.
He's old enough. He's old enough, I'm sure.
Right, well, get some sleep and be careful tomorrow.
I will. Oh, please tell Thatch not to try anything he reads in book 7. It's actually dangerous.
Right, I'll make note of that. I'll supervise him.
Oh, you mean while reading?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, well, love you. Good night.
Love you too. Yeah. Nadine is already asleep beside you.
Okay, she'll cuddle up.
All right. Anyone else up to anything before bed? If not,
nope, I'm good.
Yeah. Then you all receive the benefits of a long rest, and you awaken bright and early the next morning. You all are awoken by a knock at the door.
I guess Barney's the one that's up first, so yeah. I guess he answers back. Who is it?
It'd be me, Captain Broadfoot.
Oh, good morning. Come on in.
Step inside, following
Guppy
behind
there?
him. Yes, I was going to say, following behind him
Yes!
is Guppy.
The boy!
Yes.
I did make art of him, Chad.
Yes, the art is so
Yes.
cute.
Aww.
Guppy just clings to the tentacle.
Yeah. Let me find him. There he is. Here we go.
Now remember, everyone, we're good guys. We cannot kidnap him.
Yeah.
And this is when it became an evil campaign.
What a twist.
But yes,
A
there it is.
well-intentioned kidnapping.
Well-intentioned for us, yes.
Yeah, he's just a little guy. He's like 2.5 feet tall.
Oh my god.
I love him.
Oh,
So, are you ready to face the dragon?
Suppose we are, yeah. We've got a bit of a plan. Definitely want to try convince her to leave the area first before, things go down.
I can't wait to see the dragon.
Lad, we talked about this last night.
I really want to see him.
I would be beyond distraught if anything happened to you.
Okay.
50% of our audience.
Yeah. And me.
Oh, promise you'll be safe too then, Captain.
I will, lad.
oh god, no, what if the captain dies?
Oh, shit. I almost drank the paint water. I told you.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
I'm gonna go
At
rinse
least
this
you
off right
caught
now.
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. The rest of you, some of you still asleep, some of you starting to stir. You hear the conversation. Imagine you all convene.
And-
Talus has taken the fire rune off of his sword and has gotten the dragon rune attuned.
That's nice. Good morning. Oh yeah, Captain.
Morning there.
Guppy.
Hi, Yorick.
I suppose I'm ready to go too.
Right.
Captain, do you know of any places nearby, like the Dragon's Den, that we can, kind of lay a trap?
Perhaps it might be a bit hard to lure him out. And if we get into a scuffle, I imagine moving through the mud won't be easy.
Well, yeah, so I really any place that you feel would work that we can set up a possible ambush or have something concealed. I doubt we're gonna have ideal conditions, but just anything that we can maybe have as best advantage as we can. We want to avoid going into its den.
I suppose we could have a look around when we get over, see if we can find anything.
Sounds good.
at least come and wait outside?
Yes, you can come with us over there, but you aren't going in with us. Just want to make sure you're a safe distance away.
Okay.
He'll climb up onto the captain's shoulder. He looks ready to go.
Oh,
I love him.
Before we leave, do you mind if I do my harsh place and give everyone the 8?
Yeah, go for it.
Or if I resolve? So yeah, I'll guess we got 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I'll give everyone, including the captain, Guppy, and Silver Mirror. Not Silver Mirror, but Mirror. The D8.
Oh, Mira wasn't coming either.
Oh, she isn't. Okay,
Nah.
sorry. And in that case, I think, yeah, I'll give everyone a D8 then.
Thank you.
Cool, thanks. That's something you can use for any check, or is it specifically for damage?
Roll damage roll or ability check.
Okay.
Right. Well, if you all are ready, I say we get moving.
Right then.
All right. Yeah. With that, you all begin to set off towards the dragon's den. Let's see. You open the map. Where is the... Oh, okay, there it is. It's like, where's the map?
Oh well, I guess we can't fight the dragon then. What a pity.
Oh, no. But yes, you all begin your trek back into the Bloodmire.
While we're doing this, do you mind if Gunther kind of just talks with York just for a little bit while we're walking?
Sure.
I'll just kind of give York some words of encouragement and say, I think, well, it's weird how I've been in this situation a lot of times with you, and I still am hard to come up with words here, but you're going to do great here, Prince.
Thank you. I'm gonna try my best.
And he kind of lays his hand on his head here, and he is going to cast Premonition on him.
Very nice.
He says, I know you will.
York will smile. Yeah. Hopefully, we can negotiate somehow.
I think we'll definitely figure out what to do. Whatever happens, happens, and I know that it won't be... I know that we did our best.
Yeah. Trekking through the Bloodmire, you begin to get the familiar feeling of the mud beneath you as you slog along.
Similarly, Good Talus kind of like saddle up side Barnacles.
Yeah.
So, second time facing a dragon, although I guess this is a real dragon this time.
Yeah.
How you feeling about it?
Not gonna lie, it's a little nervous, a little nerve-wracking.
I am terrified.
Yeah, I mean, These creatures are very smart. So they should not be underestimated.
Yeah, we'll take whatever precautions we can. But
Right.
no. And I know you can easily handle yourself. Just be careful.
Thanks. You too.
Joe, we got a lot of small ones to take care of.
Yeah.
Just kind of give him a little playful slug on the shoulder and keep walking.
Yeah. You all continue to make your way until you start to near the familiar sight of that strange tree and the hole beneath it. Waiting outside for you, as he said he would, you all run into Skarn. He hops down from his perch.
Are you,
Morning there, Scott.
are you ready to deal with the dragon?
Yeah. So we've got a bit of a plan. We're going to try to convince it to leave the area, but if that fails, we might have to lure it out and engage in combat.
I'll follow your lead.
All right then. Better. I guess I'm ready as I could ever be.
Okay, Tell us, do you think your rune would be good out here?
Oh, was he addressing Tellers?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I had something happen real quick. Can you please repeat it?
Yorick asked if you think your rune would be good out here.
Can I do a check to see in terms of advantages, would I be able to carve it, conceal it?
Looking at the tree that Skarn leapt down from, that actually might be a good place for it.
Yeah, this should do. It'll just take me a little bit of time. Usually, at least for rune nights, they do it in the morning, their prep work. So I'm not sure about how much time he's necessarily going. I think last time we had something similar like this happen, it took him an hour or something.
Yeah, it would take you probably close to an hour.
All right. Well, I'll work on this if we want to do any other planning or minor preparations.
If something were to happen, your rune does stretch a decent ways too, doesn't it? Its effects?
Yes, for about 100 feet.
Okay. It's reassuring.
So, yeah, we just need to make sure we get him here. He'll kind of close his eyes, kind of center himself, and then begin the rune carving process.
And yeah, after a decent bit, you are able to get that rune carved in there. It's not immediately obvious to anyone unless they were specifically looking for it. Okay, are we ready? Can I get him to come out now?
Yeah.
You've got this, young master.
Okay.
Gives Nadine's hand a little squeeze.
She'll give a squeeze back. You see,
No.
there's a smile on her face. She looks excited for whatever is to come.
Nadine, freak.
And the captain will also go up to that tree and place Guppy down on one of the branches. You should be safe here. Just be glad if anything happens. I want you to run.
Okay. You be safe, won't you?
I'm gonna try my best.
You got this, Captain.
He'll sit there on the branch, kicking his feet.
This is the part in the animated adaptation where the camera just remains on Guppy as there's the sounds of incredible violence inside.
It would be very, very tragic for the captain to die and for us to have to adopt this poor, helpless NPC. What a tragedy that would be.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yorick goes over to the mouth of the cave. And you see him steel himself. He readies himself for what's to come. And he casts Thaumaturgy. Mr. Dragon, come out. We'd like to discuss some things with you. And there is silence that follows. It's silent for a moment. Then you hear the sound of metallic clinking and a heavy shuffling. And slowly making its way up from the depths, you feel the dragon beginning to make its way towards you. Okay, we can do this. It'll be okay. So,
Barney taps on the shoulders. Like, yeah, you'll do great.
Okay.
You're a very good speaker. I believe in you.
And we're behind you, lad. Right. Okay. And you see the silhouette of it before you see it in full. In the darkness, illuminated by what looks to be some kind of orb of light that is dangling in front of it. The dragon emerges from the darkness. You see the green dragon in full. Peek its head. And look down on you.
What do you want with me?
So, you might have noticed, but your presence here has sort of influenced the bog itself, and we're wondering if you would be willing to relocate. Oh no, you've probably made this place your home, and it's important to you in some way, but it's harming the local wildlife.
You have a presence about you
Cassius, I'm an adventurer, and I suppose a prince too.
A prince. Very interesting. And you want me to what? Leave?
We would be willing to help you find somewhere, more suitable for you. It's just your magic's influencing nature, and it's pretty harmful.
Do you know who I am, Yorick?
No?
A prince like you should recognize royalty. I had my own civilization until the people and the humanoids sought to drown me in my own sanctum. I am Somnok. I've traveled here from over the seas. They sought to drown me and everything I owned, everything I stood for. But little do they know, the sea is just another of my domains. Fools. Shame I was always interested in your kind. Those who thrive in their little communities. Who walk about as though everything else is beneath them. I thought to get to what I could learn about them. I've seen what resides in each of you. You're not so different on the inside. It's very intriguing.
So, you don't mean that literally, do you?
Oh, I do. With my very own claws, I've seen the insides of the humans, of humankind. Dissection is a very direct means of knowing what lies inside. And I've learned that you aren't all that impressive in there. But you have a presence about you that much is undeniable. And for that reason, I desire to learn more.
And as he says this, in a very swift motion, he reaches his claw out and grasps Yorick. And the two of them disappear.
No. Oh no.
What do you all do?
Yorick?
Panic.
How far away were they from us?
Wait, say again?
How far away from them, from us were they?
I imagine you all are about 20 feet behind them.
Right, so I believe. Let me see.
I guess while Talos is doing that, do you mind if Gunther uses his share sight, since the last person he touched was York?
Sure. Using your shared sight, you see Yorick and Zamnak appear in a cavern. It would be more on the dark side if not for rays of light peeking in from above and glows from some of the surrounding stones. He sets Yorick down, and you see he brandishes a claw and begins to lower it down towards Yorick's chest. You're able to piece together that Yorick and him are likely deep in that den somewhere.
They're in the den.
Darn it.
Right.
And he's trying to. I feel like he's trying to put like a contract or something on him.
Barney rushes in.
Let's go. He might be getting dissected.
Ellis rushes in.
Gunther will also rush in, but he will also keep his spirit sight on until it runs out.
You all rush into this den, readying yourselves for what awaits. As you all cascade down the stairs into what was once this dragon's hoard, you find that in place of it is the room you saw just a moment ago, Gunther. I'll open the map. You all emerge the bottom of the stairs in this room. You can see that there are stone structures that go up to the ceiling. There are tracks left behind by Zamnak himself, and pools of what look to be venom strewn about. Let me pull out your tokens. Let me pull out Yorick's and his token as well. Where's Yorick? Here he is. Get Telos. I cannot find Talos' token on this bar. This bar I need to reorganize. There he is.
I don't get to be in the fight. All right, good luck, everyone.
No, we need you to do 100 points of damage.
I mean, if I had the rune, that might be possible here.
Something. Actually, Talos, make me an Arcana check. In the meantime, I'm gonna destroy this bot.
I'm gonna lucky that nat one. I don't have a high Arcana. Nah, that's a 12.
Even with a 12, you can still sense the presence of your rune. That tree is directly above this place.
Yes.
Yo, nice.
Put their names in here as well. You all rush in And you can see Zamnak towering over Yorick, brandishing his claw. Being closer.
Unhand him, creep.
Gunther will definitely yell, "Get away from him!"
Talos yells in another language, something very foul to him. Like the most insulting draconic thing he can think of.
Is Nadine, is she impressed by the detail of this insult?
She kind of quirks an eyebrow in amusement, but she kind of grits her teeth and holds her axe at the ready to charge in at this dragon.
It's filed that one away for later.
It's the same vein as like, you know, Billy and Mandy. Your mom has a job as a contributing member of society.
Alright, let me do this. As you all make your way down to confront this dragon, he turns his attention away from Yorick.
Seems I'll have more than just one to dissect.
And I'm going to add you all to initiative.
But no, seriously, guys, it's okay. We can totally talk him down from this. I know it looks bad, but we can definitely reason with him. We can make friends. Yeah, exactly.
New NPC! Member of the party.
He's just really into like he was just really into like the frog dissection classes in high school.
Yeah. Except you're
Nerd.
the frogs now.
the biggest nerd.
It's he's actually been. This has been a grung campaign all along.
Yeah, you're all grung. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna roll this initiative. He does have 2 initiatives. Let's see. Okay. Those are not very good, but that's potentially good for you. Yorick's initiative. Okay. Yorick got a good initiative roll.
Nice.
15. She has advantage on hers. Claudius got a 12. And Scar got a holy shit. And a dirty 20. Alright, yeah, go ahead and roll your initiatives.
I rolled a nat 20, so it's a total of 23.
Alright.
16 for the low lion man.
16.
12 for Palm.
12.
15 for
17
Gunther.
for candles.
Alright. And what did Gunther get?
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, that did end up being a bad thing. That his he has 2 back-to-back initiatives.
Yeah, that's kind of. We'll get through it, I guess.
We've been through worse, maybe.
Exactly.
We just got to kill him before his first initiative.
No, right, exactly.
Now, before we hop into combat, I'm going to get you his traits. Both he and the layer have traits. Let's see here.
Also, I hope this isn't metagaming. If it is, feel free to like say no to it. But do you mind if I somewhat retcon and say that I did cast like protection from poison on Barney before?
No, yeah, that's
It is.
fine. I
Okay,
imagine
cool.
you could have done it as you were coming down. You had already talked about doing it anyway.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put this here.
I forget. Did we have the enemy rune on Gunther's sword chained to dragons or undead?
I want to say undead.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has fallen traits. He has amphibious, sea glass hide, legendary resistance, lordly rend, poison breath, and spellcasting. He has a unique thing with his reactions. He can take up to 4 reactions per round, but only 1 per turn. They only refresh on his first initiative count. And there are 2 layer traits. The reactions are Charming Presence, Miasma Combustion, and Rend Retaliation. And the layer traits are Standing Stones and Venom Pools. And there's all that. Let's see. Fortunately, you do have NPCs that are going to help you scan, so I know it's a lot,
Nice,
but
true.
you get help. And
Also,
you do not have to scan for his multi-attack. I will just give you that one.
Also, just a reminder, if you're within 10 feet of Gunther, you get start out with 3 temp HP.
Thanks.
And for his multi-attack, he can make 3 Lordly Rend attacks, and he can replace one of them with spellcasting. But best of luck. Like I said, this could potentially be a very hard fight, but we will see. Up first is Barney, followed by Skarn. Let me get the battle music. All right, Barney, you are up.
Okay.
Yo, banger.
So, what Barney is gonna do, like, he has this got his sword unsheathed. He will he will extend the hand of the sword and drop it, and it will float in place.
Nice.
And as that happens, he bonus action uses his bestial mark and goes large.
And the crowd went wild.
Okay,
then
so remember with your mark nail, it's when you concentrate on the spell. I think heroism is a bonus action though. And you do get that one for free.
Oh no, this is just I'm using dancing.
I meant for your mark.
Oh right. Oh, so that's not a bonus action.
Yeah, your mark is active whenever you're concentrating on a spell.
Okay. So yeah, so he transforms into his bestial form, and then let's see the distance here. And then the sword is gonna fly off in the direction of Somnach, and he's gonna try to attack him.
All right.
So his sword is basically floating on its own. Okay, Auric Butterfly Blade.
And what spell were you concentrating on?
But I wasn't. Alright, let's see what spells I am concentrating on. So most of my spells are actually just based on if I land an attack.
I don't know if I don't think we added it to yours, but essentially, so easy way for you to activate your mark is to concentrate on heroism, which you get as part of that feature. So if you want to do that,
right, I'll do that. Yeah, but this is all still new.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you work through it. For those curious, Ben is playing my revised version of Seeker now.
So he's concentrating on heroism.
Yeah, so you get some temperature points, and I believe you're immune to frightened.
Yeah. The sword is gonna fly off. It's got a range of 60 feet. I do like a distance attack. I did not mean to do that. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and make that attack.
Yeah, it's totally within range. Okay, let's. That's a 28 to hit.
28 definitely hits.
Okay. I'm just going to roll my second attack again. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so 2 attack. Those 2 hit. And on a bonus action, he's going to bring the blade back to him, and that's also going to try to hit Somnok.
All right.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay, cool. And then he's going to... Let me actually just roll damage real quick before I move. It's not D6s, it's D8s. And I'll also add Gunther's D8 to that as well. 2d8 plus 8 for the first attack. Do I add this extra Gunther? Do I add this extra d8 to hold it to each subsequent hit?
It only applies once.
Only applies once. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Oh yeah. Also important. York is prone right now.
Okay. First attack dealt 21 points of damage. Second attack dealt another 12. And the third attack was an 11, so a total of 44 damage.
All right.
And Barney is going to move. Try to move around the poison. Try to move around the poison. He's got 45. So I moved 30. I can move another 50. Oh, because I'm in my bestial form, I get an additional 20 feet of movement.
Yep.
So I can.
Yeah, so you get an additional 20 instead of an additional 10.
Yeah, so I want to try to get to Yorick.
Yeah, you're able to get over there.
Yeah. I want to try help him up next turn.
All right.
And then I'm gonna scan.
All right, go for it.
That is 9 plus 5. That's a 14.
14. What trait would you like?
Lordly Rend.
All right. There we go. Lordly Rend. Slumknock lashes out with its fanged maw, claws, or tail, dealing bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, and poison damage on a hit. If Slumknock scores a critical hit, the target becomes poisoned for 1 minute. While poisoned this way, the target has disadvantage on death saves, and it receives the lowest possible result for any rolls to restore hit points to itself. You can repeat the save at the end of your turns.
Okay. That's quite mean. And then I guess it is also North's turn.
You get North on here.
He's going to do a glacial. He's going to do a glacial breath attack on Slumknock.
So don't forget, you would have to command him as a bonus action.
Oh, right. Okay. I think I already used the bonus action to retrieve my sword, so I think maybe he. Yeah. Okay. Then he's just there, so he can only move.
Dodge.
One dodge. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then that's my turn.
All right. Up next is Skarn. Skarn is also going to cast Heroism. And in doing so, you see he begins to levitate off of the ground a bit. And he's going to make his way over. Let's see. Move there. And he's going to scan. That's a success. What trait would you guys want?
Someone else can pick.
Charming presence.
All right. Let's see. There we go. Charming presence. So this is a reaction. When another creature ends its turn, Slumknock casts Charm Monster. Let's see. Scan. And Skarn is going to ready an action. It's Yorick's turn. Yorick's gonna get up from being prone. And very intelligently, he is going to cast Misty Step.
Yep.
Let's see. And as an action, he's going to cast Firebolt and Slumknock. That is a miss, unfortunately, though. Yorick will also scan. Alright, what trait would you guys like?
Could try.
Sea glass hide is interesting.
Yeah.
Alright. Sea glass hide. Slumknock's body is composed of durable sea glass scales. If Slumknock succeeds in a saving throw against a spell or effect and will be subjected to half damage, he instead takes no damage. Additionally, when Slumknock uses his poison breath, he gains a number of temporary hit points and an additional amount of temporary hit points for everyone hit.
Just as a, I actually forgot for the last 2 damage rolls. I actually forgot to add my +8, so you can just add a 16 to the to that total.
Can do. All right. That is Yorick's turn. Candles.
Okay. So, just going to move here, I think. Okay. Yeah, and going to apply Empowering Powder, which was the thing, the gift to, and it should apply to everyone in range. So I think that's everyone except Barney.
All right.
Okay. All right, and just going to finish moving over here next to Yorick, and I'm just.
Are you well? Did he hurt you?
No, I'm all right. Just a bit shaken up.
Good.
And then she is going to use a bonus action to. Actually, he's going to use a bonus action to. Apply, I think Omen's Eye on Zomnak.
All right.
And then I am going to scan. Does a 14 make it?
14 does.
Okay, good. I'd like to check standing stones.
All right. I'll do these separate. Standing stones. Stones marked with draconic runes and infused with the magic of the Everforce and power Zomnak. These stones can be destroyed if enough damage is dealt to them. Zomnak's saving throws and armor class both decrease by 1 for each stone that's destroyed. The stone remains destroyed unless Zomnak spends his turn mending them.
Are those presumably,
it is all of these.
How to ping? Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, and that is going to be it.
Alright, it's Nadine's turn. And Nadine is going to rage.
Fuck him up, babe.
Part of raging, she gets to move up to half her speed. And then she's gonna make her way towards Zomnak. Let's see. She can make that. She just barely makes it, but she makes it. And she's gonna swing her axe.
Hell yeah.
Barbarians are surprisingly fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're so cool like that.
That is a hit. And that's a hit. Let's see. 16. 32 damage.
Wow.
That will... Actually, she's gonna scan as well.
So I don't know if anyone can hear the frog outside my window.
I can't.
I can't hear it.
Alright, what
Moving along.
What trait do you guys want?
Ooh, what trait? Maybe, let's do amphibious.
Alright. Amphibious. Somnok can breathe air and water. Additionally, he's resistant to cold damage and has a swim speed of 60 feet.
Okay.
Alright, that will end Nadine's turn. Alice.
Alright. Talos is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonus action, he's gonna turn Gond into the longbow mode.
Alright.
He's going to take a couple shots at this guy.
Go for it.
First shot. And remind me, we have the D8 from Gunther we can add to our rolls?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
There's only one time.
Only one time? Okay. Okay, so that is a... Sorry, looking at my stuff. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. So that's going to be a D8. I'm going to add. I'm going to add Master of Arms, and I'm to use. Let's see. I'm going to use Distracting Strike.
Alright.
It's going to be an extra. Oh wait, I forgot my martial dice actually went up a while ago. So I should do a D10 instead of a D6 or D8. So that's 8. 2.
I like to imagine there's a whole band in here playing this music while we fight.
This is, yeah, he's just got a bunch of kobold bards just just standing in the corner.
So it's 17 plus 7. Alright, so it's gonna be 24 damage, and its armor class is gonna be reduced by 7.
Okay.
Alright. Second attack.
Before that, Zomnak is going to use a reaction. You see as that arrow sticks into Zomnak, there is this kind of bubbling that you begin to hear. And he taps a claw against the ground, and there is this burst of poison that bursts from one of the ponds and shoots towards you. Let's see. I need... Let's see... It's a con save, and that's going to affect you, Skarn, Candles, and Yorick. A con save.
Let's
see.
And is this presumably poison damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I have advantage.
Yorick. Yorick did not succeed.
That's a 20 for Talos.
Okay. So that's a success for Talos. Yorick and Skarn both failed theirs. What a Candles get?
That is going to be a 19.
All right, that's a success as well.
Nice.
Let's see. So these two have 14. 17 poison damage to them both, and they're both knocked prone.
Oh no.
Do I suffer any poison damage?
You do not.
Okay. Let's see.
All right, but you can continue.
Right. Second attack. I'm gonna lucky that 2. That is an attack.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Same as the first. I'm going to add. I'm gonna add another Master of Arms. And I'm going to add an extra attack. So he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Alright.
DC is 18, but he does have disadvantage for the word.
Well, he failed because he got a 16.
Alright. So, remind me with crits, it's like
Double the total.
roll double the total. Okay. Is 17 plus 7. Alright, so it's going to be 48 damage, and he's prone, and his armor class is reduced by 8.
Alright. Talos doing anything else?
He's going to try to goad him a little bit just by yelling out, I've seen rocks with more cunning than you, in Draconic, and just like dip around the corner of this rock.
You know what? Make a persuasion check.
That's not great. Persuasion? Why do I have proficiency in persuasion? That's 11.
You're all insight. Let's see. Wow. Roll again because you tied.
12.
Wow. You got 10.
Whoa.
Enjoy dissecting you the most.
3.
Well, that's nice. Kinda.
You don't know if we are head from your tail. And that's it.
Alright. Gunther.
Let me go and roll a scan here first, so I don't forget. That's not going to do it. That's 6.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Gunther is going to go on and shoot a. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the range of this move here really quick.
Cool.
Gunther's going to go and shoot a guiding bolt at Zomnak.
Alright.
So I'm going to make a spell attack against him. That is going to be 13.
13 hits with the decreased AC.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Talos. So yeah, he's going to take 4d6 radiant damage.
Alright.
So he takes 14 radiant damage, and next attack roll made against him before the end of my next turn has advantage. Although he's prone, but yeah. And then he will spend his movement moving over towards.
Before you move, he is going to use this reaction. And he's going to do what he did to the others. And so I need Claudius, Palm, and Gunther to make me a con save. Again, a burst of poison shoots you away in response to that guiding bolt.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Claudius saved as
Okay.
well.
Gunther saved as well. That is a 19 plus 2, so
Very
21.
nice. Yeah, you're all good. Makes you cough a little bit, but other than that, you're unscathed.
I've expected better from Green Dragon like yourself. Gunther is going to move over to the team that has been poisoned, and he'll allow them to be get 3 temporary HP. Well, no, they won't get 3 temporary HP. Sorry about that. He'll just he'll be in their presence.
All right. Is Gunther doing anything else?
Sorry, I was trying to look at bonus actions here before I let you go.
Did you scan?
I did.
Yeah, he did that first.
Actually, before I do that, is it okay? Like, has another spell if this is a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, Gunther is not going to go there. He's going to go right here, and he's going to touch Talos and say, knock him down. And he's going to cast Sacred Oath on him. Touch a willing creature, bestowing Warrior's Blessing upon it. For 1 round, the target gains a +5 to attack rolls. Additionally, if a creature lands an attack, the attack deals an additional 2d6 radiant damage.
Very nice.
And I'll end Gunther's turn.
All right, Palm.
Okay, she's gonna... Let me just check distance. Okay, I think she can get to... Hang on, wait. I need to be 30 feet away from him. And I can move 30 feet. Okay,
I was like, I need
over
to
here.
get out of here.
Wait, is this where I...
All right.
Wait, no. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Will this
probably
reach
get
him?
just. You could probably get as close as you want with the Tabaxi speed thing.
Isn't that like an action to dash?
Oh
Nope.
no, it's you just choose to double your movement for a turn, and then you just. I think it's you can't do it next turn, or you can't move next turn. I can't remember. It's one of the two.
You
Okay.
you can't do it again until you spend at least 1 turn not moving.
That's what it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's fine. I can reach from here. I'd like to scan.
All right.
I got a 16 on the dice. What's the modifier again?
Perception or investigation.
+7, so 23.
All right. What trait would you like?
I want to know more about these venom pools.
All right. There we go. Venom pools. Pools of foul venom litter the battlefield. A creature that starts its turn in the pool takes poison damage. Additionally, these pools count as difficult terrain.
I also wanted to know is where Palm is standing right now. That edge, green color edge, is that part of it or
No.
just the bright green?
Yeah, just bright green.
Okay. She would like to use the Chronicle of the Windwalker. Choose a point within 30 feet that you can see. It causes tearing winds to roar on a 15-foot radius centered on the chosen point, so I want to center it so it doesn't hit Nadine, of course.
Alright.
On Zomnak. Was it Zomnach?
Zomnak, yeah.
Okay. For the next minute, when a hostile creature starts its turn in the area or enters the area for the first time on a turn, it must make a con saving throw. If it fails, speed's reduced to 0 and it's knocked prone.
15-foot radius.
Yeah, so I guess that's like back up to, in case he gets back up, that he just goes down again, hopefully.
Alright.
And then I still have a bonus action, right?
Yep.
Can I send Crow to help the next person in the order?
Yep, go for it. Up next would be Claudius.
Right, Crow can help Claudius.
Alright. Set Palm's turn.
Yep, thanks.
Alright. Claudius is going to move. And Crow as well. I have to move Crow independently. He's gonna move here. And Crow will move as well. And Claudius is going to cast Eldritch Blast on Zomnak.
Oh, Warlock.
First beam misses. Second beam hits. That's 10 force damage. Alright. Oh wait, no, the first beam would be a normal roll because of the help. Never mind, he hits both of them.
Yeah.
It's another 8 damage. And let's see. What bonus actions does he have? Is that a bonus action? It is. Bonus action, he will summon his spectral tentacle. It's within 60 feet. Let's see. Anything tentacle adjacent? That'll do. We'll actually summon it here. There's a 10-foot breach. There are gonna be a lot of circles. Attach that. Make it a little lighter. Does it attack as part of being summoned? And you create it. Yep. So yeah, he's gonna lash out with that tentacle. You see him open his coat, and the tentacle you saw before disappears into the ground and reappears beside Zomnak. He's prone, so that's advantage. That's a crit.
Nice.
Okay, good job.
Oh yeah.
Well done, Claudius.
Ooh. That 16 damage because he rolled max on that.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. If he wanted to also add that D8 there, he could.
You will.
Not saying that he has to.
So it's-
Also the D6 from Empowering Powder.
Oh, very true.
Ah, yes, battle cocaine.
Yeah, the party is coked up.
The battle coke.
Do we have
Sounds
all,
like battle
we all have
coke.
empowering powder?
Everyone except Barn.
Everything except, yeah. Also, don't tell our parents about the cocaine.
Okay, and then Claudius is gonna try to scan. That is that's a nat 20, so you get you 2 traits.
Okay, cool.
What traits do
Maybe,
you want?
maybe legendary resistance, maybe?
All right.
Sorry, what?
Then you get another one as well.
Yeah. Someone else can choose the second one.
Maybe Poison Breath just to see what the DC is.
All right. So legendary resistance, he has 5 per day. If Somnox fails a saving throw, you can choose to succeed instead.
No.
So
Per day. So, I thought it was 5 per turn. I was like, oh fuck.
No, it's 5 per day.
No, still 5 a day is still kind of. Oh boy, we're gonna have to burn through all these.
And then you want poison breath. Okay. Poison breath. Let's see. So it recharges on a 5 or 6. Zomnock exhales a poisonous smog in a 90-foot cone. Creatures in the area must make a con save. On a failed save, a creature takes significant poison damage or half as much on a success.
damn,
Okay, that's big. Okay.
that's quite a range on that.
Yeah. Like if he puts himself in the right position, most of us are kind of out of luck.
Mhm.
All right, but that is Claudius's turn. It is now Zomnock's turn. So with your roaring wind, how does that work exactly, Palm?
So, when a hostile creature starts its turn in the area, enters the area for the first time on a turn, it must make a con saving throw. Is that against my scribal save?
Yep, so he'll make that con save.
Okay, he's got to beat a 15.
He got, hold on. He got a dirty 20.
Rude. Okay, on a failed save, it would have reduced his speed to 0, knocked him prone.
Okay.
But if there's gas, vapor, or candles or torches in the area, it also extinguishes and disperses those.
Close enough.
He will get to his feet. And what will he do? He will look around the room and make some decisions. 1 to 3 or 4 to 6.
I did insult him.
Yeah, you did. Then he will have decided.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see. He is going to move. This does provoke an attack of opportunity from Dean. We'll take it. Let's see. That is a miss. Oh, sad.
Yeah. She's
He
gonna
will
be so
come
bummed.
Up here.
You don't have to. It's fine. We learn our lesson.
Is it too late to try talking to him again?
No, you don't have to do the.
That is
Mistakes were made.
poison breath on this group up here. So I need Candles, Yorick, Skarn, Gunther, and Talos to make me a con save.
Just know anybody who's making a save, you get a +3 to your saves.
Yorick got... how much of the plus was it to the save?
+3.
Okay. Yorick just barely saved.
Nice.
Darn saved.
Alice got a 24.
Alright.
Nice.
That's a success.
Handle's got a 26.
That's a success.
Gunther got an 18.
18 total.
Yeah.
18 fails.
Ah, dang it. Okay.
Let's see. I am going to roll these digitally because it's a lot to roll.
Howard.
Oh.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Gamma, I love you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. That was so mean.
I didn't even hear what you said.
I called you a coward.
Ooh, that's a lot of
Don't worry. He's coming for you next now.
That's a lot of.
That is a
The
total
hubris.
of 51 poison damage. And for the
jeez.
rest of you, it's halved to 20.
That's
Okay,
a lot
so-
of sixes in there.
No, 20, 25.
So for me, it'd be quartered to like 12.
12, yeah.
And for me, it would be 0.
Ah, you immune?
Yep.
Nice.
I would expect
You
nothing
said it was
less.
51.
Yeah, 51.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Even though that was halved, that still hurt Yorick quite a bit.
No.
Boy.
He's about at half right now.
Oh no.
That's all he can do on initiative 1. Initiative 2, he is going to continue his pursuit. And he is going to make 2 rand attacks on Talos, and we'll decide who else he attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 on candles. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Rude.
That is... Hold on. Let's say 21 for the first hit on Talos.
I want to do this. Actually, yeah, I got a maneuver back when I crit. I'm going to spend a maneuver, because this is an ability I got. Talos is going to activate his runic shield, and he's going to invoke the Storm Runic Shield.
All right.
So I roll a d10. So, how this works? So I get a. Let's see here. Where is it? So he has to reduce an 8 on this attack and each subsequent attack this turn.
Yo.
Sick.
Nice.
So minus 8.
Like, I'm pretty sure it works. It says each attack and makes this turn. It doesn't specify against whom. Yeah, it's Oracle abilities.
All right.
So, how much was that again? It was
It's 21.
minus 8?
Yep, so that's 13.
No, sir.
All right, second attack. Let's see. Yeah, that definitely misses. Then
He
he's
just,
to attack.
he just gives
candles.
a little lion smirk.
And it's 27 hit candles.
I was going to ask if that's before or after the 8, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, let's see. That is... Oh. 16. And you are immune to poison, so it's just 16 bludgeoning. Zomnok swipes twice at Talos and misses and swings his tail around, hitting you.
Could I use my reaction power word rebuke on him?
Sure.
Cool. I'm just going to cast it at a. Let's go and cast it at 2nd level, just so I can get some damage on him.
Something else worth noting, when he rolls his recharge for his breath, he only does it on initiative 1 as well.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, nice.
So that's 20 points, plus I'm going to add my D8 from myself, 21, and 23 from a total from Candle's empowering powder. And that's radiant damage.
Cool. Alright. That will end Zomnok's turn. You do see his scales glow after releasing that poison breath. But that will end his turn. We are at the top of the round with Barney.
Okay. I want to see something here real quick. I think I'll scan first. So all that. Oh yeah, 17 plus 5, that's 22.
Alright, let me see what's left. So left would be is 2 reactions or spellcasting.
Yeah, I'll grab Rend Retaliation.
Alright. Let me grab that. Rend Retaliation. When Zomnok takes damage, he makes one Lordly Rend attack in response.
Oh, okay. Well, Barney's gonna send his sword back over to attack Zomnok. I'm just gonna move Barney real quick. Over and up to there. Northampton. Yeah, so he's gonna attack from a distance once again with a sword.
Alright.
That is... Where's my actions? Okay, 17 plus 9 plus 26.
That hits.
Okay. And he's gonna cast a spell once that happens. Which is going to be Ancestral Mauling. Which I'm upcasting at I can upcast that to 3rd level, right?
Yep.
Okay. So 3rd level Ancestral Mauling. In addition to the normal effects of the attack, you cause a large ancestral animal spirit to maul the target. The target of the attack must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 2d6 slashing damage and is wounded for the next minute. While wounded, the creature takes the amount of slashing damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. And for every 10 feet it moves willingly, a wounded creature can also repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effects of the successful save.
Oh,
but yeah, it's increased by 1d6 because I'm upcasting it. So let's roll a 2d8 first for the sword.
You got a 22 in that save.
I think that might make it.
Did he have disadvantage because of the rune?
That is 14.
Yeah, he fails then. DC was a 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna take 3d6. So once the sword hits, what you see is not necessarily an animal, but you see like a spirit of a massive orc wearing a bear pelt over his head and using its bear claws to maul Zamnak.
Nice.
So for my sword damage is a 10 plus 8, so 18. I'm gonna roll 3d6 slashing damage. Plus 6 plus 2. That's another 8. And then for his second attack, he's gonna shoot the sword over there again. That is I can do maths. 1 second. $18 to hit.
18 misses.
Okay. Alright. That's my action and my bonus action. And my movement.
Alright. It's Skarn's turn. Skarn is gonna get up. And he's gonna hit Zamnak with his shovel.
Get him.
That's a crit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
Let me see. I think he actually does some additional damage too, because he has a vengeful property on his shovel. What damage to you since the beginning of your last turn? He gets to take the maximum damage of one of his damage die. Okay, so that's 50 damage. 50 necrotic damage.
Damn.
Holy
Well
Jesus.
done.
Got a regular shovel knight here.
Yeah, Skarn gets up and takes the spade of the shovel and jabs it right through Zamnok's neck. Let's see. Can he do anything else? He's gonna get out of the way a little bit. He is going to blink step here. And he is going to move. Let's see, and he's gonna scan as well. Yeah, Skarn is also a seeker. He is a Sect of the Dead
Nice.
seeker.
Nice. Game recognized game.
Okay, that is a
Also,
success.
Quick question about
Sure.
all of my chronicles and fables seem to mention specifically creatures. I can't use any of them to attack the stones in that case, can I?
I would let you use them to attack the stones, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Which trait would you like? Would you like spellcasting or miasma combustion?
Let's get the miasma combustion.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oops. That did. There we go. That reply. Alright. Miasma Combustion. When Zamnak uses its legendary resistance trait or is hit with a ranged attack, each creature in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point that he can see within 90 feet has to make a con save. On a failed save, creature takes poison damage and is knocked prone. Let me mark that off. That leaves one trait left to scan. But that is Skarn's turn. Yorick is up. Yorick's gonna get up from being prone. And he looks up at Zomnok. What can Yorick do at this distance? I think Yorick is going to keep up his streak of being intelligent, and he's going to Misty Step again.
Yeah, good idea.
That's our son.
And he will raise up his scepter, and his dragon gives a little roar. He will, let's see, who's next in initiative that he can see? He'll give it to Talos. Talos, you have advantage on your next attack roll against Zomnok.
Yeah.
Yorick will end his turn. Actually, he's going to scan. And that'll get you spellcasting.
Awesome. Thank you, York.
He's doing his best. Discord did not like me trying to copy and paste that. There we go.
Oh no.
Let's try that again. Alright, spellcasting. Zomnok casts one of the following spells requiring no material components using his charisma as a spellcasting ability. At will, he can cast Charm Monster, Detect Magic, or Spike Growth. Twice a day he can cast Plant Growth, Subjugate, or Tidal Wave, and once a day he can cast Malodor, Modify Memory, or Mortal Terror, or Polymorph.
Oof.
Okay.
Do not like that modify memory, but
Oh boy.
Alright, that's Yorick's turn. Candles.
Okay. How bad was Skarn looking from that poison attack?
Skarn is holding up pretty alright.
Okay. And how's Gunther looking?
Gunther's like a down third of his health, but otherwise fine. I mean, I guess he is poisoned too, but yeah.
Okay.
Poison and down a third of his health, but fine. No big deal.
All right. So I'm going to go over here and going to supercharge an elixir of healing. So that is our curative elixir. So that is going to restore Okay. So that is going to restore... let me just make sure. Yeah, just the wisdom modifier. Okay. So that is going to restore 15 hit points now and 3 more on the next turn.
Awesome. Thank you so
very
much.
nice.
And yes, okay. Hell yeah.
Alright.
Okay. And I just want to make sure because it did I just want to make sure because it did come up if so I have that gift that it I'm able I have a chance of not expending a potion. If I roll that on a potion that I've done the robust reagent for, would the robust reagent apply to a second casting? It probably not, but I just want to make sure.
That's a good question. Its robust reagent, you have a certain number of uses for too.
Yeah.
I'd say yeah. I'd let it work that way.
Okay, hell yeah. Then I'm going to move right over here, and apply a curative elixir that has been supercharged to Yorick.
Alrighty.
This will be, oh hell yes. 5 is 13. 15, 16. Okay, so that's going to restore 16 health now and 3 hit points at the start of Yorick's next turn.
Alrighty. And how much was it that it gets restored for now?
16.
16. Alright. He's looking a lot better. Alright, Scandal's doing anything else?
No, because that was that was both the action and bonus action.
Alrighty. Up next is Nadine. Let's see. Nadine is gonna come up and try and get rid of this rock.
Yes.
Alright, that's one
You
hit.
just-
And that's 2.
Nadine just grabs it and cracks it right out of the ground.
14.
Nadine just crushes it with her thighs like watermelon.
Oh God.
I just imagine Pomp saying that, like, in character.
Her ears are bright red. Just thinking about it.
Just 32 damage. That rock is destroyed.
Hell yeah.
Stop.
I wish that was me.
Pom's just doing the eyes from that piece where she's staring at Nadine.
She's rolling with disadvantage for any kind of wisdom or whatever save she's gonna do now.
For the rocks that are destroyed, I guess I'll just draw an X on them. That'll do.
Yeah.
I'll lock it. Okay. Yeah, that's one destroyed. So the dragon's armor class decreases by 1, and his saves decrease by 1.
Perfect.
Nadine, let's see. She will move. She's gonna move up here.
Is she immune to poison?
She is not, but there is a reason she is gonna try to take the poison damage, and it's to keep her rage going.
Right.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Smart.
But that'll end her turn. Tell us.
Okay, so I'm trying to keep in mind all the stacks. So,
Sorry.
Talos has advantage on this next attack.
Yep.
He has a D8 that he can add to an attack roll. He has a D8 from candles he can add to the damage, and on a hit he also can do
D6 to the damage from candles.
D6, but yeah.
Okay. So Talos is gonna go here, and as he's going, he's gonna bonus action transform Gond into his sword mode.
Also, you get +5 to your attack rolls.
For what?
I used my bonus
yeah,
action.
Sacred
to
Oath.
cast,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we're now flanking, so I gotta add so effectively +7 to this advantage roll.
Yep.
Okay. So, with all in all, that's +7 plus my normal 11 to hit. So this is a +18 to hit. So it's a 16
Look.
plus 8 to hit.
That hits.
Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
I'm sorry, it cut out. So I'm like, did I do it?
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Did I win? All right. Let's see. I believe I have 2 maneuvers left. I don't have enough for things. So I'm going to trip attack him. So he needs to make a strength saving throw DC 18 with disadvantage.
All right. Okay. That's a 24.
That will succeed. I still get the extra damage though. So that's 12 plus 8, 20 plus 3d6 radiant. 28 plus plus 9 is 37 damage total.
37.
Second attack.
2 things. First, good news. With that attack, as you strike into Zomnok, you feel him give a little bit. And you successfully got one of his initiatives.
Yes.
Yo.
Second, though, he is going to use his reaction to retaliate.
Oh.
Bitch.
Let's see. That is a... Holy shit. That's a 31.
Yeah.
Ow?
Okay, that's damage.
In fairness, I hit him for more.
True.
Let's see, it's 6, 13. So it's 21, and then I'll do the poison separately since you're resistant.
Alright.
8, 12. So 12 half to 6. So 27 total.
Okay. So I am currently at 94 hit points.
Okay.
Okay. So second attack. Nat 20.
Ooh.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that gives me back in a maneuver and a point for my gifts, right?
Yep.
Sweet. I'm gonna roll so many dice. Wait, no, I don't need to. I'm still gonna roll so many dice. Okay, I'm going to add another trip attack, and I'm going to add a Master of Arms. So we'll do. Okay. Alright, so 5 plus 7 is 12, plus 10 is 22, plus another D from candles, 24, plus 6, 30, 32, plus 9 is 41, if my math is correct.
41 damage.
So then double that. Well, double that then is 82 damage. It is. I'm gonna say his next to hit is reduced by that 10.
All right.
I feel like I need to do this now. Action surge.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, I still have a plus like what, 18 to hit? 18 to hit? So that's only a 24 to hit.
That still hits.
Alright. Oh, did he save on the trip attack?
You do another trip attack? Let me see.
I did. Yeah, I did another trip attack.
He sure did. That is...
With disadvantage?
Yeah, I just rolled it with disadvantage. That is
Alright.
a total of 23.
Okay, no problem. So I'm going to deal 7, 14, 15, 21. That's 30 damage. The third hit.
Alright.
Last hit. Sorry, everyone.
You're all good.
Alright. Yeah, that's one higher than the last one, so
32.
that's a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Okay. So 3, 6, 10, 15 plus 9 is only 24 damage.
Alright.
How much did I do to him that turn?
Well over 150.
Whoa.
Darn, I
Holy
still missed
shit.
the 200 cap, my 200 goal. Oh, next time. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright.
We'll check off that bingo square eventually.
Yeah.
Gunther.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure he wasn't going to do like a reaction. Okay.
Yep.
Good. Gunther will. I think Gunther's going to bonus action cast his. You know what? I'll try it. Wrathful Smite. I know he's probably very wise, but hey, if it can make him afraid of me, that's fine. And I am going to go on and hit him.
Alrighty.
I have advantage on this because I got Crusader Initiative. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Good. That's going to do 1d8 plus 5. And just making sure, is Candle's empowering powder 1d8 now, or is it still 1d6?
It's a d6.
1d6. Let me double check to see if it does go up.
Yeah, sure.
Like just for future reference, but yeah.
I don't believe it does.
Meantime,
No, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, unless there's like a special ability that increases that I'm overlooking. There's nothing built into it.
no problem. Then in that case, that is going to deal 15 points of damage with an additional 1d6 psychic, which is 3 psychic, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw
Alright.
to save from being frightened.
Let's see. Wisdom. Oh wow. Even with the disadvantage, it's an 18.
Yeah, that he still saves. So that doesn't succeed there, I'll go on and hit him one more time here.
All right.
That's going to be a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
So that's 9. That's going to be 12 points of damage to him.
All right.
And I think Gunther will stay put there.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's check something. End of your turn. He is going to use his reaction to cast Charm Monster on Talos.
Ooh.
You see his eyes begin to swirl. Talos, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
See, I would argue I'm not a monster, but given what I just did to him, I think that's fair.
You also get a +3 to your saves.
I will need it.
Because I'm...
That's actually a really good roll. Let's see here. So it's 19 plus 3 is 22.
Right.
That hearth thing. Is that a D8 that I can add just to an attack or to a save?
It's only 2 attacks and ability checks, so I don't think it's to save.
Okay, yeah, then just a 22.
22 does succeed. You feel your mind go cloudy for but a moment, but you snap back to the reality of the situation.
I was gonna look him square in the eyes and just like, were you trying to charm me?
Oh, you.
Be honest.
He bares his teeth and doesn't give a reply. But up next will be Palm.
That's not very
Just
attractive of him.
got a mouthful of apple here. Sorry. She wants to use her Fable of the Steady Archer
Alright.
on the stone closest to her.
Alright, go for it.
This one. So number of ranged attacks using your Scrabble attack modifier equal to your proficiency bonus.
Yep, so
Which
you would make
is-
4.
4, yes. Let's grab my. Okay, that one definitely probably misses. It's the 3 on the dice.
Yeah, that will unfortunately miss.
So, 2 22s
Those hit.
and an 18.
That hits too.
Okay. Target takes 1d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
So you can just go ahead and roll 3d4 and add your wisdom modifier 3 times.
D4. So I've got to find. Okay, there's one. Whoop. Okay, that's 8 plus 10 plus 11. So 29? Could that be true?
What's your wisdom modifier?
Plus 7.
Not your
yes.
not your save, your modifier.
Yes, yes. Hang on, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Wisdom plus 3 then.
Okay. So 9
Okay, so
plus
that-
whatever you rolled from the 3d4.
Okay. So that would be 8. Another 8.
All right, 17. Pretty sizable dent put in the rock. It's not quite destroyed, but it's getting there.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna stay where I am. Is there anything we haven't scanned? I think we've got everything.
Only thing that would be left is his resistances and immunities.
Right, let me scan for that then. Don't know if that's gonna make it.
What'd you get?
6 on the die.
What's the total?
It's is it investigation or perception?
Either.
Total would be 13.
13 is just barely not enough.
Okay. And then Crow can go and help. What's his name again?
Claudius?
Yes. Oh, there he is. Yes.
All right. And Claudius shall. Let's see. How far can he move this tentacle? To 30 feet. Gonna move that there. And again, he's gonna Eldritch Blast as well. First beam hits. Second beam misses. That is 9 force damage, and then the tentacle misses, unfortunately. Okay. That is his turn. He's actually gonna move. Gonna move over here. This is Zomnok's turn. And Zomnok. Zomnok is going to make some attacks, but he is also going to first draw on his spellcasting. Let me check this spell.
Rude.
Actually, though.
So let me see if he recharges. He does.
Oh dear.
Double rude.
Okay. 20-foot radius sphere. And centered on him. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So that would be everyone except for Yorick, Claudius, and Palm.
Oh dear.
I need for you all to make me a Constitution save as Zomnok casts Malodor.
Is this poison?
Yes and no. Hold on. I'm not sure how this works. The creature takes half as much. So it's the poison condition, but it's not poison damage.
Okay.
I think it's the same. I think I still have the same thing.
Yeah, it should. Your thing should work if it's against the poison condition.
Oh yeah.
So that's Talos, that's Nadine, that's Barney, and Gunther.
Yep, and north.
Okay. And north. Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, north. Oh, no.
So with the
No.
+3 from Gunther, that's a 27 for Talos.
Alright. Skarn unfortunately failed.
Yeah, north failed.
22.
Dean succeeded.
22.
I just need to roll for Barney.
22 for Gunther.
Okay.
Oh dear, Barney. You rolled a 5.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
What candle's good?
22.
Okay. So it's Skarn,
North
north and
got a
Barney
10.
that failed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I can roll these physically. It's only, it's not too many. 2, 5.
Are you taking damage yet, Barney? Or
Not yet, no. This is gonna be.
okay,
You take this one.
15.
Oh, I actually have a reaction when taking damage.
So that is 30 psychic damage, and half as much to those who succeeded.
So, Barney's gonna use his reaction.
And also, Barney, you
Primal-
were poisoned.
Right. He's gonna use Primal Endurance as a reaction. When you take damage, as a reaction, you can spend 4 focus points to gain resistance to all damage of the triggering attack or effect until the start of your next turn.
also Barney is also already resistant to poison.
Psychic
Am I?
damage.
Oh, psychic damage. Oh, I thought you said he was also poisoned too.
Yeah, he is he has the poison condition.
Hmm.
But it's psychic
How much
damage.
damage was it?
I was 30, or half to 15.
Alright, so... Okay, thank you.
So
Uh,
if I'm gonna be resistant to with my reaction, that means I also take 15.
Yeah, then you take 15.
Okay.
But also, I cast protection from poison on him.
Look at
Earlier.
protection from poison.
Oh, that's how it works.
Let's see. Protection from poison. It's poison, neutralize poison. More than one poison afflicts the target. You neutralize 1 poison. Advantage on saving throws against being poison. Resist the poison damage.
Oh, okay.
So Barney, you would have advantage because it would technically, that would be the case here. So you can roll an additional die and see if you succeed.
Sorry
Okay.
about that being taking that long.
No, you're good.
No worries. So I just record the damage that I took now.
Yeah, if you succeed, then yeah. Yeah, just roll that save one more time.
Okay, I'm just gonna put my HP up back to where it was. Okay. That's a 15. I think it's still gonna fail.
Yeah, unfortunately, it still does.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back and take that 15 points of damage.
Things.
And make me a concentration check as well. You do have advantage.
Okay, that's concentration is
It's a con save.
unsafe. Okay, and I have advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
You get advantage from your magic mark feature.
17.
All right. You still maintain concentration. That's good.
Cool.
You are poisoned. Okay. So Zamnock does that. He is also going to make a couple of attacks. He's going to attack Nadine, and he's going to attack Talos.
He does have a -10, I believe.
And he misses Nadine.
That's right, bitch.
And is it just to his next attack, or is it?
Yeah, it was to his next attack, so
Okay.
that would be, yeah, no longer have any effect.
Okay, so that is a dirty 20 to hit you.
I'm going to burn my last maneuver to Runic Shield.
All right.
Reduce it by 9.
And that's an 11 and it misses. Let's see. Zamnock is... He's not in a good position to move away, so he's gonna stay where he is.
How is he looking right now?
He's looking pretty rough.
Okay.
But
Thanks.
top of the round, Barney.
Okay. Well, North has disappeared.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's down.
Because
Oh,
he only has 23 HP and he failed that save, so that's fine. He can get summoned again, but okay, I just want to check my spellbook again, actually. I just want to check out what Challenger is again.
It works similar to the compelled duel spell.
Yeah.
I believe it gives him disadvantage on attacks that aren't against you. If he fails.
Yeah. So I'm gonna double check because that's my passive ability. I have advantage on attack rolls I make against it, or I can forego the advantage and just deal extra damage. So I'll invoke that passive to add additional damage.
Okay, you using Challenger on him?
Yeah, I'm using my Wild Skirmisher passive ability.
I think Challenger is a bonus action. Let's see, Challenger.
Yeah, like I said, it's a bonus action.
Yep. So he needs to make a Wisdom save. That is, let's see. That is an 18.
Yeah, that succeeds against my spell save DC. So then he's just gonna attack him twice with his Auric Butterfly Blade.
All right.
Oh dear, I think that is gonna miss. That's a 14.
Yeah, 14 will miss.
Sorry, I just dropped my dice. Okay,
Yeah.
second attack. Right, that's definitely gonna hit. That is a 27.
27 hits.
Okay. That's 2d8 plus 8. A 10, 18 points of slashing damage. Psychic damage.
18. All right. Yeah, he's starting to look pretty rough.
So I can't use my resolve because I already used my bonus action, right? Oh no, it says no action required.
Yeah, it's no action required.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna spend 2 resolve points and I'm gonna enact my third attack
All right.
by casting Alacrity. That's an 18 plus 9. It's gonna hit. Plus 18 plus 9, so
Yeah.
26. Okay, so 2 more d8s plus 8. That's 8 plus 8, another 16 points of damage.
All right.
And he's gonna scan for resistances.
All right, go for it.
15.
All right. I will grab those for you. Here we go. Let me put these here. Alright, so he is resistant to cold damage, immune to poison damage, and he is immune to the frighten and poison conditions.
Okay.
And there we
oh
go.
dang.
All right. Is Barney doing anything else?
I think he could. No, he's gonna stay there. Yeah, that's his turn.
All right, Skarn. Skarn's not looking great, but he is going to do what he can. He is going to move in and swing his shovel. And that's a hit. Yeah, max damage.
Nice.
So that's 15 damage. And on his second attack, he's going to cast Phoenix Strike. Fortunately, he does miss. That's 15. And he's going to blink step and go back to where he was. And Yorick. Yorick will cast Firebolt. The poor boy. He missed.
Oh no.
But he will look to Candles and he'll raise his scepter. Go get them! You've got this! And Candles, you have advantage on your next attack roll.
We're almost.
And it is your turn.
All right. And with that, she will, in fact, use a bonus action to apply... what's the... Silencer's Poison to a crossbow bolt and go ahead and fire it at Zamnach.
All right.
And that is... It does a 19 hit.
19 does hit.
Okay, hell yeah. And that is going to be 11 piercing damage, and let's see if we can work one of those resistances out. That is, I'm going to need a Constitution save.
All right.
And that's at disadvantage because of the Omen's Mark.
Well, that's a nat one, but he will use Legendary Resistance.
All right.
Dang it.
As your crossbow bolt hits him, though, Zamnach looks towards you, and in perhaps a very jarring display, he lowers himself down.
Please, wait. We can negotiate. Just don't kill me.
Yorick wanted to not kill you. You kidnapped him and tried to take him apart.
Just make sure, can we all hear this too?
Yes, you can all hear this.
Inside.
Yeah, go for it.
I got a +1 to inside. Nah, that's a 9.
You're kind of
Inside
caught
him.
up in the heat of the moment. It's a bit hard to tell. Yeah, anyone who wishes to inside him can inside him.
Sure.
No, sir.
I got a 18.
An 18. You can hear the sheer desperation behind his plea. You get the sense that he is being sincere. Despite being very unpleasant up until now, there's some sincerity there.
I'll kind of say to Candles, he is being sincere, but do what you want with him.
Well, it is not up to her, since that's about all her actions, but she is going to just continue standing between Zamnach and Yorick and just stare dead ass back at him, just not responding to what he said.
Okay. It's Nadine's turn. Nadine is
Gunther
raging.
said that to everyone, but
Sorry, what was that?
What's up?
I was just gonna say Gunther said that to everyone. Sorry.
Yeah, let me see if that gets through to raging Nadine right now.
No.
She breathes heavily, but she'll stand there awaiting with her axe at the ready. She's gonna take a ready action to see what you guys decide to do. Talos,
Yes?
you are up.
Talos is gonna look at this dragon and ask him just plainly, how many people asked you for mercy? And how many did you let go?
I've let go of several, but I've taken the lives of several.
Talos is gonna attack him.
All right,
Falling forward.
go for it.
Alright, so that is... Let's see, that was like 6 plus 18, so 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Alright. And I don't have the thing anymore, right, Gunther?
No, you don't. You don't.
Alright, that's fine. That's 7 plus, oh, sorry, candles. Alright. So that's 13 plus, I moved everything over and I can't find anything. Okay. 22 damage.
How'd you like to do this?
Hell yeah.
How, like, he's like pretty big in comparison to me, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so he will, Talos will drive his sword, Gond into him. And then, like, as he's cutting through, he's going to trigger his giant form, which will also grow Gond, and just, like, slice off the head.
As you do so, Zamnach's head plops to the floor, and that'll end combat. And we will pick up with the aftermath next session.
Oh, shit.
But good job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well done, everyone.
We survived our first real
Ex-
dragon fight.
It was
did.
a dragon that wasn't AI generated.
But yes, chat, I hope you enjoyed your time. We'll be back. Is everyone good for, let's see, is everyone good for the 24th?
Yes.
Yep, should be.
It should be.
All right, then yeah, we'll pick back up on the 24th. We'll resume with the aftermath of the fight against Zamnach. Take it easy, chat, and
Oh, yeah.
enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
All right, bye.
Bye, chat.
Farewell.
See you later.